Hi guys, John here. I wanted to talk about a few watch party things that are on my mind. Like I said in the group, I'm going to take a break Sunday just to get away from all the downloading and all the editing and all that I've been doing because Night of the Demon and Zombie 3 was a bitch to put together because it was hard to find a good watchable copy of Night of the Demon. And Zombie 3 had so many problems that the copy I even got was a little pixelated here and there. The first two copies I downloaded of that were Italian and Spanish, and it was a pain that you wouldn't think that Night of the Demon I can imagine being hard to find because the DVD just went out of print and all that, and it just came out not too long ago. But Zombie 3 is still in print and is a fairly popular movie, in the B movie crowd. But it was really difficult to get a good copy of that. And when I did get a good copy, it was in a file format my webcam program would not play, which I expected that. When I reconverted it, the copy, it got pixelated spots. But I almost gave up. Lane wanted me to do The Hills Run Red, which I would have been happy to do. But I was determined to see if I can get Zombie 2, Zombie 3, a good copy of that and complete it and all that. And I got it done. The next show, which is Mark's show, Black Belt Jones and Fight for Your Life. Black Belt Jones, the first copy I downloaded, and I'm actually going to look for another one, and I'm letting Mark know this now, was a VHS rip. And the other copy that was out there that I found was a VHS rip too, but this was a completely different file, but it was still a VHS. So I'm going to try to find another one on that. Fight for Your Life came out fantastic. It's the DVD rip and everything, so looking forward to watching that movie the most. I think that looks like a fun exploitation film. Since there's no Sunday, the next two shows are Johnny and Me's. Johnny's will be Mom and Dad, and Sick Girl, which I've seen Mom and Dad, and it's really sick, and I thought it was entertaining. It was so sick it was entertaining. Sick Girl, I've heard bad things from Lane about it, the movie, but I'm still gonna give it a shot. I gave Orphan Killer a shot and I loved it. Didn't like Dead Hooker in the Trunk, but I'm sure to look forward to those films. My two films that I picked, the one was suggested to me. The one I picked was Death Wish 3, which I think is one of the best 80s action exploitation films ever made from the 80s. And I want Lane to finally watch that because I know he'll fucking love it when he does. And he recommended me to do Thriller. They call her One Eye. The non-hardcore edition. So anybody who looking forward to seeing a lot of anal and cum shots, you're going to be disappointed because I'm not going to show that version. So I'm sorry, Mark, Bill, Jen, and Chris, and whoever. Because I know them. I'm especially Mark, Bill, and Jen. They're probably looking forward to the hardcore version. I wasn't. I like my pornography in private. I don't want to watch it with you guys. Well, maybe one day. But, Thriller and Death Wish 3, or Death Wish 3 and Thriller. After that is Jen Stowe, and she decided to pick two films that she hasn't really seen. The Scream-inspired, I wouldn't say Scream-inspired, but it came out at a time when I think the Scream-inspired slashers were dying down. There's a movie called Venom, and it was, I think, written or produced by Kevin Williamson, so, there. And it had the same director as I Know What You Did Last Summer. And it was, like I said, Venom. Very entertaining slasher movie. Looking forward to watching that with some people. She also picked The Woman, which I think is one of the best horror films that came out last year. Very, I would say it was very disturbing, but I couldn't look away. It was very compelling, and an engaging storyline, and a fantastic soundtrack. I think Mark's posted one of the songs on from YouTube on the group, and it's a fantastic song. I actually downloaded it from my MP3 player. Other than that, after that, I think we start over with Lane. No, we start over again. I think. I'm not sure. I think we go with Bill again, maybe. But the next Sunday show, because we do the Tuesday and Thursdays are our regular shows. And Sundays we've been doing the VHS Junkyard, and there's a whole bunch of VHS movies that we haven't really done yet. And the two I would like to do, and I want your opinion, I want to do Witchboard 2 and Chud 2, because neither of those are on DVD, which is unfortunate, because I'd fucking love to have Witchboard 2 on DVD. I have a really, really high quality bootleg of Chud 2, so I'm not in a hurry right now to get Chud 2, but I would fucking love Witchboard 2. I seen Witchboard 2 as a kid, and I remember really liking it. I think the first one's one of the more entertaining 80s horror movies. It's really, really entertaining. Same director as Night of the Demons, which is even better than Witchboard. Believe it or not. I know, right? Sexy time. There's a few other, Godzilla 1985. I know most of the group said they weren't a fan of Godzilla, which really shocked me. But I think some people will be really entertained by Godzilla 1985. It's a very entertaining 80s science fiction action movie. This would be the shorter United States cut, because that would be the cut. Both cuts are not available on DVD, but that would be the cut, that everyone else, if they had seen the movie, grew up with. Because I just saw the Japanese cut not too long ago, and it is superior to the United States one. The United States one is entertaining in its own right. It's actually a great sequel to the United States cut of the original Gojira Godzilla film. So, it's really entertaining. Other than that, there's Deadly Eyes, which is a giant rat movie, directed by Robert Klaus, that did Black Belt Jones and Enter the Dragon. There's a couple other ones. Terrorvision. Terrorvision is a must. Terrorvision is a movie that it makes me physically mad that's not on DVD. I have a high quality bootleg from Flesh Wound Video before they closed up, and I'm happy I got it, but I wish everybody could see this movie. If you're a fan of 80s horror, sci-fi cheese, this movie is a must see. It is amazingly entertaining. There's a few other ones I have to think about, but we will be doing at least 2-3 more VHS junkyards, and maybe stopping those for a little while and doing another kind of themed show. I think that would be really nice if we did another themed kind of show. The watch parties have been fun. Like I said, Night of the Demon and Zombie 3 is the only one I have trouble to put together. I'm not blaming the person who asked for them, because Night of the Demon is awesome, and everybody enjoyed it tonight. I think Zombie 3 is very entertaining for what it is. It's a movie that shouldn't exist, because Zombie 2 is, in my opinion, one of the greatest zombie movies ever made, and with some of the best sequences from a zombie movie in it. Zombie versus Shark, Splinter in the Eye. Those scenes, I just named 2 scenes right now. Can you name more? Fuck you. Okay. What else? Nothing. If anyone has any suggestions for another theme show, we were going to do a sci-fi western, but the VHS junkyards kind of, pushed those aside. And honestly, I didn't really want to do those at the time. Meaning, I didn't want to put them together because we had Planet of the Apes and some other movies and all that, and people have seen those a million times. I like to watch movies in the group that not everybody has seen. Night of the Demon, only me and Bill, saw that, and the rest of the people were kind of new to it. Zombie 3, I think a couple people have seen, but it wasn't a fairly, people probably seen the original or whatever, this Zombie 2, but they probably maybe have never seen that one. But I would like to do more themed shows. Like I said, we'll do 2-3 more. I would say 2 more VHS junkyards. Stop that for a little while, and then maybe move on to doing some other themed shows. A trauma show, which I just heard Jen and Chris go, "Yay, go trauma!" For real, I would like to do a trauma themed show. I would like to do a slasher thing. We should a sex comedy thing, since our shows should be horror exploitation only, because that we are Gorehounds Central. So maybe do a special show, do like a sex comedy thing, put some sex comedies on there. Not like Porky's or anything, because Porky's is fairly popular. Do something, a sex comedy that's not as known. Like there's the movie The Party Animal, which is hilarious. I'm just throwing out my suggestions. Everyone else can throw in theirs. Spring Break, Hard Bodies, all them. But yeah, I would like to do theme shows like that. Stuff that we wouldn't do during our shows. Entertaining, some sexy stuff, sexy time. Well, I can't think of anything else. If there's any more updates, I'll record another video and we'll discuss, maybe throwing some few suggestions here and there. Don't be afraid to ask if there's like a new movie out and I can get it. I will show it during the party. Now, all you have to do is ask me. Don't be afraid to ask me. I know you've heard rumors around Facebook that I'm like the biggest dick in the world. And I have the biggest dick in the world, but I'm not an asshole. I'm not that much of an asshole as some people will lead you to believe. But yeah, just ask and I will show the movie. I will guarantee show the movie if it's out there. So just ask. Other than that, well, have a good night, guys.